Right, hi guys, thanks for joining us. This is Tony from smogvlog. Today we're unboxing the iJoy Captain Subohm Tank. As is usually the case when it comes to me, I unboxed the iJoy Captain mod yesterday. Check our other reviews, they'll be around here somewhere for it. And the next day the Subohm Tank turned up, so very fucking typical there. As you'll see, we've got the coils that go with the tank as well. And they are the CA 2.3 ohm 60 to 80 watt and the CA 8 0.15 ohm 60 to 100 watt. Come in pack of 3s now, so you think you're getting a deal because the price is cheaper, but yeah, they're cutting down on the amount of coils they're giving you. However, that being said, these are honking fucking great suppositories. The interesting thing about the coils for the iJoy Captain is that they're not threaded at the bottom, so you literally take the bottom of the tank off, chuck this sucker in there and then screw the tank back up together, and it kind of just sits there and does its job, making contact. Interesting system. We're looking forward to testing that out, seeing how that goes. As is with everything these days, these fucking warnings are pissing me off to the back teeth. I get the warnings with the tobacco, because you buy the tobacco product, you got the warning on there, it will kill you because it contains everything that's needed to sort of like do you damage. And that's contained within the packet that you're buying. Contained within this packet is metal, is some plastics, and cotton, which doesn't contain any nicotine at all. If I want, I can put nicotine into it and then use it, but then equally I can also put no nicotine in it and just use e-juice without nicotine in it, and then we're good. Tony, stop fucking ranting, it's supposed to be an unboxing video. I apologise, I'm sorry. It's just shit like that really gets my fucking goat. Right, onto the iJoy Captain, yay! Happy fun times. No thread coil head, no threaded coil head. Plenty of head. Convenient for replacing. Designed and manufactured by iJoy. Another one of those fucking things that we will ignore. We'll ignore it. Slack's favourite scratch and sniff around this side and on the back. A lot. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot on the back. Here you go. I'll show you there. It's mostly sales spiel about the what's inside it, but I've already bought it, so I don't really need to go through it. If it interests you, pause the video, have a quick read, see if there's anything on there that interests you. Again, with this one, same as the mod, the iJoy Captain. They've got the old silver band around it, like they do with the cigarette packets. I don't think I'm a fan. I don't think I'm a fan of it. I get the security aspect of it, yeah, that's great, but there are different ways of securing your product and making sure that it can be tamper-proof without replicating, you know, cigarette packets that we've moved away from, or hopefully you guys, I've definitely moved away from, but this is what these things are designed to do, to move us away from the nasties. Right, because this is the second part of the Captain, it's obviously going to be in, well, it's not obvious, it's going to be in that lovely rainbow effect, so we might as well break out the old rainbow knife again. I know that band's there, I don't agree with the band, so fuck the band. I said every groupie ever. See if we got this. Not quite. There we go. There's the good stuff. We're in. Right, sliding that sheath off. Ooh. Boom. back of the net. Come on, focus, you bastard. Focus, focus. There we go. Look at it go. Right, let's get in this sucker. Where do I start? Right, so exploring the inside, we find a spare tank glass for us. Unfortunately, not a 7 or 10mm replacement with a chimney extension, just a like-for-like standard replacement. The tank already is 4mm, so not TPD compliant, but shh, it's our little secret, as that vicar bloke from the Birmingham Expo told me, round the back. Moving on. What have we got here? Fuck me, I don't know. Is that going to be a 510? Okay, so first out the packet we have the 510 drip tip adapter to change it from this big bore bastard down to something a little bit more dainty, if that floats your boat. Chuck in with the tank glass. Next up is 2 silicon seals, replacement silicon seals in case you have a problem. Interesting, only 2. I wonder if there's only 2 used in the tank, or this is the only 2 that they're actually giving you as replacements. We've opened up previous ones where they're giving you a whole fucking host of tank seal, silicon seal replacements. And just for good measure, we have an iJoy vape band in green. So it looks like cock bands are making a comeback. Right, chuck all that to one side. Shh. Let's have a look at this coil in the top. This is the 0.15 CA8 coil. Good for 60 to 120 watts. Nice big gold plate on the bottom there. Again, no threads on the coils. That threadless design that they're gonna try and come in with. There we go. Looking at the air intake for the coil, just here, you can see all your positive and negative posts to your coils coming down, which is interesting. Not that you'll see it once it's loaded into the tank, but it's just interesting to see that shit. Usually they're orientated to, I don't know, or maybe they're just not visible. I don't know. It's that big fucking shotgun cartridge type affair going on in the top there. Be interesting to see how these perform against each other. The CA2 and the CA8, the 0.3 and the 0.15 ohm coil. Never know at the start what's going to be the better performer. There is always a better performer, but we never know which one it is. Unique heat productivity reduce groove design. The smoothest airflow and the best flavour. Cloud vapor. On the last one on the back of this just says, see if we can get this. Cloud vapor. That's a product feature. Cloud vape. Moving on. Right, let's tear this bastard apart. Big bore mouthpiece on the top there. Meaning fucking business. Let's see, let's take that off. Oh, lovely colours on the inside as well. Do we need to come a bit closer? Let's come a bit closer. So the airflow down the bottom here, the airflow control mechanism just slides right the way around, We've got some notching on the bottom of the tank, so it's something for you to get hold of to actually be able to pull the bastard apart. There's our threadless design on the 0.3 ohm that should be loaded in there. Yeah, CA2 0.3 ohm. So that was the coil and the bottom of the tank, top of the tank, big bore drip tip, and here's the actual tank itself. Right, I think getting the tank apart is going to prove to be a bit of a fucking challenge, but also I'm quite lazy and just can't be bothered to do it. So what I'm going to do is give it a quick vodka bath and try and dry it as best I can. Then we'll be back, fill it up, give it a quick vape with that CA2. Should it be the CA2 or should it be the CA8? I don't know. I'll be back with you in a sec. Right, the tank's been bathed in its lovely vodka and then washed off with distilled water. Not the coil, just the components of the tank. Dried it out as best I can, which doesn't look to be too bad. Not that it really needed it, because taking it apart, looking at it, it looked like it had been fairly well cleaned up prior to being boxed up and shipped off. So yeah, in terms of manufacturing grease and bits after the manufacturing process, it looks fairly well done. But as is always the case, it's always best practice to sort of do it yourself. At least then you know that you've done all that you can. Lining up that coil in there, I've just noticed that the vent holes, juice flow parts of the tank actually line up with the juice holes of the coil, which is nice. Not terribly interesting, but I just noticed it and thought I'd share it with you. Right, onto that threadless bottom coil. Don't know how much of an impact that would have. I mean, how difficult is it just to screw your coil into the base of your tank? I don't know. You're taking out one sort of process of having to screw the coil into the bottom of the tank and then screw the bottom of the tank onto the main body of the tank. So you're just taking away one of those screw mechanisms. I don't know. We'll have to save that for the review to find out whether that's, you know, worth it or not. I've only just noticed that they've scribbled Captain on the side of the top of the tank there. Don't know if that's going to come out or not, or whether you guys can see it. Again, probably doesn't help any in terms of giving better flavour, larger, thicker clouds. Probably not. I'm going to say probably not. There she is, loaded on the Captain. Not got her top on, naughty girl. But that's because we've got to fill her up. And what the fuck did I remembered this time. I remembered, you guys, I'm fucking growing as a person. I remembered that I didn't juice the fucking coil up. How good are we? What are we using today? We're on Just Jam. Met these guys at Birmingham NEC. Ace of Vapes distribution. Brilliant bunch of guys. In actual fact, they gave us a review sample, just so you know this is not the review sample. That's all 10mm shit now. This is this one is something that I got because I got a bit hooked on it. And then going to the expo, I found that they brought out two new flavour lines, so we thought we'd introduce ourselves, and they were kind enough to hook us up with review samples, which was very, very nice of them. So thank you, Ace of Vapes, and thank you, Just Jam, because damn, it smells and tastes like jam. Anyway, not really about the jam, is it? Not about the jam tone. Keep fucking wandering off with the conversation. Been hanging around Slack too much. Get caught in your fucking waffle loops. Let's fill this bastard up. 4ml tank. Nice big kidney shaped holes either side. Easy to fill up, even with these bottles with that weird top thing. I don't know, what are they called, Euro bottles or something like that? I don't know. Either way, it don't fucking matter because it's easy. And there we are, all together. Nice bit of up close pick for you to enjoy all those fancy colours going off. It's not just about the colours though, is it? One thing to note for the unboxing is that is a really long 510 thread on the bottom of the tank there that screws into your mod. Threads feel good. I mean, the threads feel fine. It's got a good protrusion on the 510 pin. It's just the whole sort of shaft of it. There we go. In focus in the fucking camera shot. There we go. When you're screwing it onto the tank like that, you think, well, I should have been done about 3 turns ago and I'm still going. But it's not a bad thing. The tank tapers in here, so you've got sort of like a vein. It's got like a bit of a waist to it, I suppose. Something I haven't seen for many fucking years. Coastline as opposed to waistline. That yellow colour setting it off nicely. That fucking matches in beautifully. And I've only got it at 42 watt at the minute, just because we're still breaking in that coil. He says exhaling a huge amount of fucking vapour even at 42 watt. This is going to be a good face-off between the single Clapton coil of the CA2 versus the 4 single coils of the CA8. Like I said before, usually there's a clear winner in the market that everyone fucking goes for and everyone loves, and sometimes even when the company are producing them, they know that that's the performer, and the other ones are for more specific tasks, i.e. mouth to lunging or something like that. But you know, they're not actually specifically produced for that. They just know that producing these other ones will suit certain people, but for the majority they will gravitate towards that one coil that is the performer. This is going to be a good test between sort of like the four single coils of the CA8 versus the single Clapton coil of the CA2, and I'm interested, like you, to find out whether they both perform similarly, whether they both perform differently but both in good ways, whether there's a better one, a worse one. So the jam's coming through on the tank quite nicely. Not the most flavourful straight off the bat, but that's to be expected. Sometimes a tank can produce brilliant vapour and not be very flavourful. Sometimes it can produce brilliant vapour and also be very flavourful straight off the bat, but most of the time that coil takes some time. Really? Battery already? Okay guys, so the battery's knackered. Fucking hell. Alright guys, sorry about that. Battery died on me, as is always the case, especially when you're trying to finish an unboxing, but here we are, back in the room. What was I saying? Yeah, the difference between the two coils and whether they're actually going to be contenders to each other or whether there's actually going to be a clear winner between the two. Always an interesting question to answer, and you'll have to wait for the main review to find out, where we're sitting on the sofa having a cup of tea. Let's have a cheeky little vape. Wait for the full review, where we'll give you our verdict as to whether this whole thing is any good or not. So, alright guys, I think that's about it, right? I've unboxed the tank, I've shown you everything, taken it apart, I've shown you the 2 different coils, what's included in the box, taken it all apart, washed it out, put it back together, showed you the filling process, loaded it on the mod itself, and shown you how good that looks. There's the screen, though this is the unboxing for the tank, so you shouldn't be looking at the screen, don't look at the screen. And how good it looks in that sort of incandescent rainbow. I don't know what this company's calling it, probably incandescent, I don't know. Rainbow, petroleum, oil effect, whatever you want to call it. Looks stunning as far as I'm concerned. Quite interested as well to look into the wraps that iJoy are producing for the Captain. They've brought out sort of like sticker wraps for this this carbon fibre effect round the edge here and here, and they're releasing those in a whole host of different colours. I've seen the colour that I want to get for it. It's just trying to get hold of that in the UK, which is proving to be a bit difficult at the minute. While the carbon fibre is good, the carbon fibre effect, should I say, is good. It's a woven pattern. I do think it would look better with this sticker that I want to get for it. I've emailed iJoy to find out where the hell I can get it from. I'm waiting for an email back from them to let me know where I can get my grubby little mitts on that sticker. So it's all about the accessories now, isn't it? Always about the accessories. Even without it, it looks stunning. I think that's probably about enough waffle. I think you guys have had enough waffle, so let's wrap up now. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you like what we're doing, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. But for now guys, we'll see you next time. I don't think I'm a fan. I don't think I'm a fan of it. I get the security aspect of it, yeah, that's great, but there are different there are different ways of securing. Yeah, of course. Fucking run away, you bastard. Could you get any fucking further? Fucking thing. Again, no seals. So, no seals. Again, no. Looking at the inside of the CA2. Let's see if we can get focus working on this. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you. Come on, you bastard. Focus. Very flavourful straight off the bat, but most of the time that coil takes some time. Really? Battery already? Okay guys, so the battery's knackered. Fucking hell. Fuck's sakes. Okay, fine. Fuck yeah. Fucking thing.